It's very seldom that Jerry Bach and I have written 4 stars. We always write for the character in the show. In this case, in Fiddler, by the time we got around to this song, Zero Mostel had already been signed. So the song was written with him in mind. Jerry Bach and I had gone down to see a Hebrew Actors Union benefit. We thought we would maybe find some people down there. And a mother and daughter performed a song, a wordless Hasidic song, all in thirds. And Jerry was so taken with this song that he went home and he wrote this tune to If I Were a Rich Man. He played it for me, doing all these Hasidic sounds. And we thought, wouldn't it be nice if we could find a lyric that preserved some of those sounds? But so I couldn't sing those sounds. So to help myself, I wrote digga digga deedle diddle dum. And during rehearsal, Zero said, listen, is it okay if I do? And I said, go ahead, I can't do that, but I would be pleased if you would do that. So he did. If I were a rich man, diddle deedle diddle digga digga deedle diddle dum. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle deedle diddle digga digga deedle diddle dum. If I were a bitty bitty rich digga digga deedle diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof and real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud quack and quack and blah, 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 and honk will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, diddle deedle diddle digga digga deedle diddle dum. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man who wouldn't have to work hard, diddle deedle diddle digga digga deedle diddle dum. If I were a biddy biddy rich digga digga deedle diddle man, I see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oy, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to phone on me. They will ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Reb Tevye, pardon me, Reb Tevye, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, diddle deedle diddle digga digga deedle diddle dum. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man who wouldn't have to work hard, diddle deedle diddle digga digga deedle diddle dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?